Hello, everyone, and welcome to MK Afrobeam. My name is Antonia Bedol, and welcome to this show. As you know, as you're aware, this is a weekly community network engagement show, and it's organized by M&G Productions, a voluntary organization here in Milton Keynes. We promote events that improve or aspire the aspirations of the unemployed, the over 18s that are unemployed in Milton Keynes, and especially those that have got creative skills in the community. Today, we will be talking about our community, our entertainment, and how we can integrate post-COVID. As you all know, we've been in the lockdown for over almost 2 months now. We've all had lots of virtual events. We've had telephone conferences, we've had webinars, we've had most things done online. But moving forward is, well, if the economy starts opening gradually, it's going to be about face-to-face. It could be partly face-to-face, it could be partly online. I'm sure, and I'm sure most of us are gearing themselves ready to host different events online. And I trust our Milton Keynes community and other communities all over in the UK, they have all got different events planned out to work and to show to the people and to host the people with. However, the problem we always have is integration. Integration is a big issue in the community, especially within our Black and ethnic minority groups. We all have different skills, different areas that we cover in the community. We've got those that deal with entertainment, we've got those that can handle photography, we've got those that deal with fashion, we've got those that deal with writing of scripts, we've got those that deal with radio presentation, we've got different characters, we've got charities, we've got those that provide food and shelter to the community, and different sections of skills are embedded in this charity in our community. However, we all tend to do the same different events. However, it covers the same theme, or we are more or less doing it on the same day the other person is having our own event. So, or he's having our own event, or another group is having their own event. And so it clashes. So the question is, one, are we ready to go out or to attend events? Are we ready to start showing our events carrying out our events within the community? And if yes, how do we want to go about doing that? How enthusiastic are we? And how do we want to integrate to achieve a common purpose in the future? Well, in the next 2 months, basically. So to speak with us about this today, I've got Mrs. Claudette Amarigoye here. She is the owner of Christian Mint Entertainment. And one of the things she does, or most of the events she carries out, is bringing in different people, different entertainers from Nigeria. She's brought in Sheyi Law. You have to remind me of their names. What's the name of that gentleman? AY, and Alibaba. Kelly Black, and the other lady from America, what's her name?
Who's that?
So many the lady the gospel singer.
Tokpe Alabi.
Tokpe Alabi, and she's brought them in, and it's been very successful. However, we need to talk about, so she's here to talk about how we can integrate for the future and for the benefit of the community. So, and also with us, we've got Mrs. Amalu here. She's the welfare coordinator for the Nigerian community. She's also got an event coming up on Monday. It's about women and equality within the gender equality in education. Apart from that, she does a lot for the community as well. She's a senior member in the Nigerian community group, and she's always been in the limelight in Milton Keynes, promoting the needs of the people, supporting the Black community in Milton Keynes. So welcome, both of you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we're still expecting more people, so don't feel that we are not going to, we just want to continue, because I know, like as usual, every weekend there are more and more events going on online. So we'll take it as it goes. So based on what we've just said, Claudette, I will start with you. What do you think is what do you expect to happen in the next 2 months?
The next 2 months, to be realistic, I think it's still going to be. So before I start, hello everybody and good evening. Thanks for having me. And I want to say well done to MG Production for all that you do. And thank you so much for always having me in mind. Somehow you just always have to have me in mind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't take things for granted. I don't take people for granted. Thank you. Okay, so back to your question. Now, to be honest, in the next 2 months, I don't think I put my beach view so that I can start feeling like you can go to the beach soon.
Oh yeah.
Things are what we're talking about. But I don't think there's going to be so much happening in the entertainment world in the next 2 months. Reason being that we're still in lockdown. Yes, the kids are going back to school. The hotels are not going to open up their doors immediately like that, even though all people are desperate. The venues are not going to open immediately. So in the next 2 months, we're still going to be virtual. I can almost, because this is March, so that's April, May. I think we're still going to be virtual. Yeah. So I think it's something we should already be used to by now, although it took some of us a while to get into it, but I think we'll still be able to cope for another 2 months before we start easing, or we start preparing to ease ourselves into the new, so to speak, now. Because virtual has been on for so long, we're going back to what we think we're going back to what we used to do, but it's going to be different. I can say that. So we just need to learn to ease ourselves into what is going to be as we go on. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's going to be a gradual process, you mean? It's going to
be
a process that we all have to get used to again.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people are anxious to go out. Even most time you tell someone like me, if you tell me, "Oh, do you want to come and visit me?" I'll say, "No, I don't want to see anybody." So that anxiety is there. It's not because we cannot do it, but because we've had this fear of the unknown. Oh well, the known, not the unknown. And going back again, it's like, oh well, am I going to sit in a group of 100 or 150 people? What if somebody 10 of those people have it? So this is the fear, isn't it?
Absolutely. The fear is definitely not gone. I would say that as much as people believe or think, or we tend to think that, oh, we've adopted COVID, we're okay. There's still the anxiety. There's a pressure of people coming close to you. I'll tell you what, I went somewhere and somebody was trying to get something over me. Maybe on a normal day, I probably would have been calm, but I was looking at the person like, are you all right? Are you normal? Do you not know? Have you not heard of COVID? But unconsciously, it was an unconscious thing for them. But I was standing there and I'm thinking, no, I'm like, excuse me. So I had to call them like, excuse me, you're almost in my face. So if you have COVID, you just give me free of charge like that. How? And I had to call them like, guy, please don't just come and give me COVID like that now. What? I had to now call his attention for him to now say, sorry, I don't have COVID. I said, I don't know. And it's only about you. You don't know if I have it and it's asymptomatic and you would not even have a clue where you got it from. I say, yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Now, this person apparently is probably used to going out, but I am still a bit, I'm not anxious, but I'm still a little bit cautious. I still wear my mask. I take it off when I have to breathe, every now and then, but don't come so close to me, So all that we still have to learn in the next 2 months, 3 months, how to be around people you love with less contact. That is a new one, because we are going to be seeing each other, but now with less contact. It's hard for me, but I'm hoping that we'll all adjust to it somehow. Thank you.
And then it's going to affect our, like your event, for instance, you have like 400 people, 300 people. Our awards night, we have like over 250 people. How are we going to cope? How would we get back to that group of? It's not going to work, really.
Our first problem will be getting venues that will allow that, because if things are still restricted, as much as the venues want to do their business, they're going to, it's going to be very important that they also stick to the government restrictions, which are a lot. As a matter of fact, I have a community hall that we're going to use. And when they gave us the restrictions, I just said to everybody, it's not worth it. I think it's better because if we get caught in any of these things, the restriction is a long list.
Yes.
And I mean long list. And they will not help you abide to it. You have to have things in place. You have to have everything in place. So if you don't have everything in place and you get caught, then it makes the whole thing, the whole engagement, the whole event, not worth it. So it's best for everyone to just be patient. Let's see how we can, ease ourselves into the new system. Because if we start taking events now, as much as desperately as we want to do these events,
yes.
I really am. I was really looking forward to my April event to be live, to be face to face. But unfortunately, it's not going to be. It has to be virtual. So as much as we really, really want to go out and do these things, we also have to know that there are going to be restrictions still applying. It's not going to just go away in one night. It's still going to be, it's ongoing. We just have to get used to it.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Mrs. Amalu,
yes,
based on what you've heard now, you also run events. The Nigerian community runs a lot of events. We're going to come to integration in a bit here. What do you have to say based on what we've just mentioned here concerning open event, face-to-face events, and the safety of others that will attend the events?
Okay. First, I would like to say a big thank you to Tonia, the CEO of M&G Productions, for having me in your platform today. And also my dear sister Claudette and everyone, represented here. And also Bumi, thank you for having me.
Okay.
Yeah. So first, I would just like to introduce myself, though you've said it all, but I'm Christy Amalu, and by the special grace of God, I am the Welfare Development Officer for the Nigerian community, and also I run events because I'm passionate about women's health and well-being. So I'm the founder of a Well Woman Network UK, which is an organization that looks into women's health and well-being. And so many other things. But today it's not just about me, it's just about how we can integrate as a community after COVID-19. Yes. And my sister has spoken well. We look at people coming back to normal and all that. So one thing we have to understand is change is a very difficult thing for people, for individuals, because we are so glued to what we are used to. When you want to upset any person, just tell them, oh, this thing that you've always done this way, look at how you can do it. It puts them off because nobody wants, to go extra mile. Nobody wants to shift from what they are used to. But unfortunately, COVID has come to tell us that no matter what, we have to embrace that change. So first, we have to thank God that we are alive, and also, sympathize with some of our colleagues, that are not here again, even to tell the story.
That's true.
And also their families that might be grieving, for them, because it's something that just came unannounced, and it absorbed the joy in the community. So, but having said that, coming back to life normal as we used to, I think we are working towards it gradually. Because before now, possibly what we're doing now, we would have been face to face,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So thank God for technology. Thank God for the person that invented Zoom. So we can see that anything is possible.
Absolutely.
So in as much as, we're in different houses, different location, but, it has made it possible for us again, to converge together. So, yeah, we will have to take things as they come, try as much as we can to get our ways back in, bit by bit. And another thing I would say this period has taught us is, a great skill that we will not forget. Especially the habit of cleanliness, washing hands. Before, it used to be for nurses alone, nurses and doctors. We keep washing hands and washing hands. That's whenever you see my hands are not the best of hands because I wash it 100 times in a day. So at times I tell my family, they'll be laughing at me. I say, okay, that's my own OCD, keep washing hands. But now the whole globally, we've all been turned, to washing our hands. So we've adopted that habit, and I don't think it will go away. So it's something that would come to stay, and it will enhance our health. So so far, we'll just take it as it comes gradually and see what unfolds in the future, and then gradually we walk ourselves back in again. But at the meantime, we have to embrace, what we have at hand.
Wow.
Thank you.
So, hello. Hi. Okay, just before we continue, I want to just welcome everybody that's just come joined us now. We've got Amaka, we've got Mr. Ola, we've got Stella Cole, and a gentleman called Lucky just came in now. So
hello.
welcome.
Thank
hello.
you.
Thank you. Is that Amaka?
Yeah, hello, thank you.
Hello, welcome. And I've got someone called SO. I don't know if that's a full name or is abbreviation, but I mean your initials, but I want to welcome you all. For so we're just talking about community integration and our entertainment industry within the Black community post-COVID. How will it be? From what I can see, there's a lot of optimism in our voice. We're not sure, which I agree on. We're not sure because even the government is not so sure. No, everybody's not sure. But I spoke to someone in Canada today, and they said, oh, it's just a few districts. Some places are open, some places are not open. So, but they don't understand why UK is so, it's got a lot of this, why are we still in lockdown? So which means if the government isn't sure, other countries are not sure of why we are still in lockdown. From what you've just said, we that are in this meeting, we're also not sure of what's going to happen the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months. So more or less, we're saying all our events are going to be we're still going to be on hold until we're sure we can have enough people in a venue. And not just that, until we're sure we'll be able to meet the conditions to have those people in the venue. That's number 2. And thirdly, we're sure we're going to make profit, especially for those of some charities that or organizers that need to make profit from that event. So it is a stalemate, isn't it? It is a very, very difficult decision.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very, very difficult decision. Okay. Now, based on that, I'm just going to show your events. I'm going to show Mrs. Amalu's event that's coming up, and I want you to talk about that briefly. And Christian meant as well, I'll show you, and we'll then go into integration. Even though we are not sure of what's going to happen, how do we integrate? How do I work with Christian Ment? How do I work with Mrs. Amalu? How do I work with African Caribbean group? How do I work with African diaspora? How do I work with Miracle Wars Prayer Group? How do we have events together? Instead of doing it, having the same event on the same day with the same theme, and it's for the same community. How do we stop that? Can we achieve it or can we not achieve it? So before we go ahead with that, I will just present this slide to us all. Just give us a second. So can we see that slide?
Yeah, I can.
I'm just going to start from the beginning. So this is Christian Ment Entertainment, Claudette. Can you see your logo, your flyer?
I can see my flyer. Thank you.
So we're going to be having Sheyi Law in the house, in Northampton.
Thank
and
you.
Is that going to be virtual or?
Yeah, every Easter we normally have Milton Keynes Must Laugh.
Yes.
If you remember, yeah.
Definitely.
But because we're not able to bring it last year, because just before the event there was lockdown, the first lockdown in March. So we decided that we can't keep our fans for another year. So, we are trying to see how the virtual edition will be. So we've been circulating. There seems to be a lot of response, actually. Surprising, because so we're doing it. It's very big. It's really global. We're using a big platform, and there's been responses very good so far. So it's a virtual edition. So we're bringing comedy to you right in your living room. Like I said, this is the norm now. So have your dinner set, your spouse, your friends, like a football match. When we watch football, we don't all go to the stadium, do we? That's something that came to me, like we're saying virtual, but we never really used to go to the stadium. We watch football, on TV. We watch football. It's brought into our home. So it looks like that's going to happen a lot. You dance your dance in your parlor, and you do all your stuff, in your living room and the comfort of your home. And you still enjoy, the comedy, you enjoy the fun, you enjoy the entertainment. We have MCOJB will be here. He's UK based. We have Sheyi Law and a good number of friends that will be supporting him because it's virtual. So we have ours like a studio in Nigeria where we'll be streaming from. So our stage will actually be in Nigeria. We have a stage in Nigeria where all the artists will come and perform and then, go. So we have the performance in one place with a number that is allowed in Nigeria, and then we'll be streaming to our live audience all over the world. So we do actually have a lot of interest from other parts of the world. So it's looking good.
Wow. So how many comedians in total do you think will be there?
We're still building the list and trying to break the list, actually, because we had a good number of response from his friends, from people who are saying, okay, we'll be there. So we might consider breaking them into another event since they're ready to do it. So I really can't confirm numbers right now, but we have a good number of guys on the ground. Yeah.
So how much is this free or because I can see tickets?
We have tickets. For this one. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. For this one, it's not free. Our previous event, the Valentine Ball, was free, which was more like a gift to all our clients. But this one is not free. So we have tickets from $2.99, which is just being on the show, being part of the show. We have the VIP ticket, which is £5. And we have another one that's the shout out ticket, which is £10. So you get to give us, if you buy a shout out ticket, you can tell me, oh, please, I want Sheyi Law. My mom is a fan, or my husband is a fan. I want him to shout out and call his name, it's his birthday on that day, or whatever. Easter greetings to social person. Once you have that done, you give us your request. We send it up to whichever artist you've chosen from the list, and they will do that first.
So are you saying this is going to be £2.99?
Yep.
Is that what you just said?
Yep.
Oh wow, £2.99. I don't remember the last time I ever paid anything, £2.99. Okay. Right. Yes. So everyone, £2.99, Sheyi Law Comedy Unlocked. 4th of April. And what time? 5 p.m.
Sunday. Yes, 5 p.m.
On Easter Sunday. Please, £2.99. And is it like two people, £5 for two or something? Is that correct?
No. Once you register your account, we'll let you in on the day. That's it.
Okay, but then if I need to bring, like you said something about my family or my friend, if I bring friends,
you can watch it in your living room. So that's for one device, isn't it? So you can watch it in your living room. Yeah.
Okay.
You can even have friends over. We're not going to count how many of you have watched you, but you're not going to be sharing that same email to somebody else. That's where the security comes in. So you will get your own link. We send you a link. You can invite your friends for tea. As a matter of fact, I would appreciate it if you invite friends for tea, do a video and send it to me. I'll repost it. Fine. It's all for the fun of it, It's all right. It's all right. Okay. We don't need each of you in your house to register for $2.99 now. It's
Okay.
not that deep now.
You know, when I was saying if you needed 2 people for a discount, maybe 5, I was thinking face to face. We're all used to face to face. Everything is say so. You say 2 for 1 and 3 for 4. Hey, my sister, it's difficult to get this thing off your head, you know.
I know.
Hello.
I know that.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. I'll come back to you. So please do me a big favor, Miss Claudette. Put your details on the chat show, please. Send me any link and then we can share it to the people. I've got you on Facebook, but I will just need a link so I can share it on Facebook. You can see what's going to happen with Ashe. You looking so cool in that chair. Oh my God. Yeah, fantastic. £2.99. That's a bargain. Hello, Victoria. I can see you just came in. Welcome. It's like somebody is
hello, good evening.
Welcome, welcome. That is one of our, look, if you need to design your clothes, this is the lady, Vicky Harris. Design. Don't worry, our fashion show, I don't know how we're going to do it, but this lady's touch is fantastic. So anybody needs to design, let me know. This is one of our fantastic designers in Milton Keynes. Welcome, Vicky Harris.
Okay, she's in Milton, Vicky Harris. Okay.
Yes, she's in Milton Keynes.
Put our details.
Welcome. Please put your details online. If you've got any businesses, just put your details on the chat show. Any information, put it on the chat show. Mr. Amalu, please, the same thing, and then we can share it around. So, Mrs. Amalu, let's talk about our Women's Day celebration. It's all about the women, isn't it? And girls, you know, about the future of our girls. Actually, this week is women. I believe next week, Women's Day is from next week, I guess.
Monday, yeah.
From Monday. So let's just tell us a little bit about your event. Can you all see this flyer?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Please just go ahead and just brief us, tell us about this event, what to expect, and what it's all about.
Okay, thank you so much once again, M&G Production, for this wonderful opportunity. To our listeners again, I am Christy Amalu, and I'm the Women Development Officer for the Nigerian Community Milton Keynes. So just to let you know, Nigerian community is a very vibrant community, a community that looks into the well-being of Nigerians, especially for those that dwell, in Milton Keynes and its environs. So, and they have been quite supportive. They always want the best for their women. And don't forget, before we get to women, we were once girl child, So, and they have accorded us this space that every 8th of March, we celebrate with every other woman globally, on International Women's Day, which is a historic event that spanned back at about 1908. Okay, so but not to bug you guys with history or not to consume my time, but I just want to say that this is something we have always done as a community, and this year we are doing it in collaboration with African Diaspora Foundation, which is another organization in Milton Keynes that is helping so much. During the pandemic, African Diaspora took it upon themselves, rallied round, gave relief material to a lot of people. They supply food to, almost every home in Milton Keynes, especially those that are struggling. So when you talk about integration, I think, it's something we have done and, we are happy to do. We're happy to integrate. We are happy to collaborate with everyone. All right. Okay. And also with a Well Woman Network UK, which is an organization I champion, since 2013, we've been on the limelight, giving health tips to every woman, every man, every child out there. And not only that as well, we extend our tentacles even beyond the United Kingdom. We do charity work. During the pandemic as well, we supplied a lot of relief material to families in Kenya, especially a widow that was cooking stones that didn't have food for her family, for her 8 children. Unfortunately, before we got to her last child has gone. So, but we did what we needed to do. And all other families around the globe, so we have extended our gestures to them. So having said that, these are the three organizations that had grouped together to bring this International Women's Day 2021, to you all. So I would encourage you to come in, to join. It's going to be virtual. It's happening this Monday, less than 48 hours to go. It's starting at 5 p.m. on the dot. We do English time, please, because they say when you are in Rome, behave like Romans. Please,
Okay.
no African time. Everybody that has known my event, I don't do African time. Once we come in, it's head on, because I believe, people's time is so precious to them. Time is money. So if you have actually brought out time to do something, just go and absorb the best out of it. So this International Women's Day is coming to you on the 8th of March, which is Monday. And the theme of this year is gender equality in education. So we are going to look at education as it relates to gender. In some homes, especially from African background where we come from, when parents have things to give, they look at their male child more because they believe those are the ones that will stay with them. And the woman, they don't care. Sometimes they give us half-baked education or half-baked whatever, because they know we will marry and go somewhere and live. Forgetting that to train a woman is to train a nation. Okay, so we want to use this podium, to enlighten our minds as parents, and also to inculcate our girl child, to train them on these specific topics we want them to embrace. Because for a woman to emerge to what they are, it started from beginning. So if a child misses it, from the very onset, though she might get there at the end, but it might not be as smooth as it is if everything has, transcend smoothly. So we have these powerful speakers that are coming, women with great portfolios. We have Sandra Bennett. She manages a sexual health team in London. You'll be hearing more about them. So I will leave them to blow their own trumpets when they come. And also we have Carol Carson. This is another phenomenal woman. If you were in my event, I think in 2018, you would have met her. People were just like, oh, when will we have this woman again? Please, she's coming back, all right? Okay. You're going to see her live on video, virtually on Monday, okay? And also we have another powerful woman, Dr. Muzari Betty Makoni. She's a wonderful, if you know anything about Zimbabwe, in fact, once you mention this name, it's a heavyweight, in Zimbabwe. So all these women, they have something, to offer to our community, to our girl child, and even to our women at large. So I'm going to encourage you, please, if you're on this platform, don't miss it. And not only you missing it, please, a candle does not lessen, its light by, lighting another candle. So once you have a candle, you are light, please light another. It will not diminish yours. So once you get these flyers, you get this information, please help us to share. All right. So this is what we're about on the 8th of March, 2021, International Women's Day. We are choosing to challenge, okay? Because a challenge word is an alert word, and an alert word, is a change word. So we all want to choose to challenge in order to bring a better change to our society. And it will have to start from you and me. Definitely. So, yeah, thank you so much. Please, the link is there. The passcode, everything to join in is there. We're starting at 5 p.m. and we are finishing at 7 p.m. on the dot. And luckily, we have M&G Production. They will be featuring this event. Please look out at their social media handle, everywhere they are, because this is going to be broadcasted live. So I don't want you to miss it. If you are there, please don't miss it. And one might ask me, are men allowed? Men are allowed to come in, all right? Absolutely. Because every man was born by a woman. I haven't seen, irrespective of the fact that things are happening now, things are changing, but I haven't seen a man deliver a child. So every man was born by a woman.
Yes.
Every married man, for procreation has a woman by his side. And most men have daughters. Majority of men have sisters. Majority have aunties. So men are allowed as well. So you don't have any excuse. Please come in and celebrate with us at the International Women's Day 2021. It's going to be a bombshell in the evening. Please don't miss out.
Thank you.
God
Thank you very much. I will also thank you so much for that. That was a lot. You did introduce what you've done for the community. You've introduced how you've integrated with other groups to start this to carry out this event, and you've also talked about what to expect in the event. Have you received a lot of response so far for this event?
Yes, of course I have. I've received loads and loads of, responses. I'm even trying to see how I can upgrade my Zoom capacity in order to, embrace people that will be coming. Yeah, so people have been inboxing, sending messages that they will come, and also they want to know the link and everything. So I did tell them that despite the fact that we attach the link on every information we share, that when they look at that flyer as well, they will see, the password and the passcode, everything to log in. Yeah, it's all there.
Great. Thank you very, very much for that. So I just want you to, in 3 words, tell us exactly what the 3 women will be covering. I saw the ladies got, the other lady, Carson, is about hair and brand growth or something. Let me just go back to this slide. Just briefly, don't tell us everything, just Carol Carson. What does she specialize in?
Oh, okay. So Carol is she specializes on brand building. Like you mentioned, someone that a fashion designer here, Vicky Harris.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were pointing to her direction. So Vicky, let me just give you that expo. Okay. So if you want to take your brand further, please, I'll just need you to come in and connect with this woman. Okay. So she's into brand building. All right.
Okay.
Yes, and then the other one as well, Sandra Bennett. She runs a sexual health clinic in London. So, and for a woman to advance in her education, or maybe to not to advance, that area is, very, very vital to us. So we want to have a situation where if this should happen in our community, let it be safe, for a girl child, for a woman, in order for us to, advance properly in life. So she will be handling that aspect. So Carol will be dealing about the branding and also the employability, because you need education in order to, gain a better standing in the society. So you actually need it. So that's the area they will be covering.
So what about Dr. Makoni?
Okay, so Dr. Makoni, I will just let me not open everything up.
Okay,
I will just
great.
leave you, to come in and hear these women. She's a woman that if they could say 1,001 things against her, not advancing in life, she has them all over, but she's she's a resilient lady. A lady that is so determined. She's she's so focused on her goal. And you will see how she wangled and missed all those obstacles and became what she is in life today. So her story will change every life. So you will see that whatever you think you are passing through in life that will make you not to advance, that thing is just, a mirage. So she withstood all those storms, stood on those stones and used them as a ladder to climb. So today she's a doctor. So I will leave her to do the rest.
To do the description. Fantastic. Thank you so much. That was very enlightening. Thank you. So yes, please don't forget these 2 events, Sheilo on the 4th of April and the Women's Day celebration, equality in gender. I don't want to pronounce the topic wrong. Gender equality in education on the 8th of March. Please be there. It affects, I believe it's not just, like I say, it's not just for women, it could be for men. It's just coming. Do you think, to me, I believe gender equality is very important. But some people will say, oh, we all know that there's gender equality, almost all the girls are educated. But some people will say, no, my sister is not educated. Oh no, my brother cannot progress in education. My sister cannot progress in education or in their job because they don't have the finances, they don't have the support, or there's no promotion, there's no opportunity for them to promote in the system. So having these people in there, to discuss this will be important. And also on the 4th of April, we'll have a good laugh with Shaylo. We talked about integration. Let's just use the right word, nip the bud in the head. Do you think integration is working? Please, if you have any questions, please let me know, or just send, put all your details on the chat. If you need any, if you have any questions, just raise up your hand, please, before we continue with the next discussion. Any questions at all for Mrs. Amalu or for Christian Mint Entertainment? For either of the events, anybody has any questions at all? Okay, no questions today. I'm sure the questions will come later. Okay, so just brief, we won't stay long because we've only got 20 more minutes. So community integration in the Afro-Caribbean or Black community, is it working? Why is it not? And if it's not working, why is it not working? And if it's working, what is making it work? The question is for Mrs. Amalu and Claudette.
Okay. All right.
Anybody can answer.
So, Christian Mint, should I allow you to go first, or?
Christian Mint.
Look at her.
Christian Mint, you don't want to say, you're on mute.
Please carry on. I just realized I was muted. Please carry on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Honestly, this is a very good topic, especially for a few of us that are, doing this events, that are passionate, that want to empower our community. So the issue of collaboration, is something we have to take at the core, of whatever we do. So I would say probably before now, it hasn't been going too well, because you find out that we're a few of us, doing almost the same thing, and then with almost the same circle of friends. And then we see ourselves, this one will put an event today. The other person will see that her sister has put something. The next week she put her own, or even the next day, just everything will cluster all over the place. And then you are expecting the same person that attends yours to attend the other person, and then attend that and attend the other. And if you don't attend all of them, you become an enemy, to someone. So we shouldn't be. So I would ask that, we are very few among us. Let's just, pull ourselves together and see how we can cooperate. These events, nothing says that they can come, we can encapsulate them into a few, so that we can have a few days or few weeks in a year that we can, sit back in our homes, do the things we need to do in our homes, other than juggling from one place to the other. Yes, sometimes there's an event on a Saturday, you see someone going from one, they will go there, stay for 30 minutes or 1 hour, they will jump
run to the next one,
and then go to the other one and stay, and you see they couldn't even get the they won't enjoy the event. They couldn't enjoy it at all, because they are busy hopping from one to another, because they don't want to upset one another. So I would ask that possibly after this pandemic, we'll create an opportunity, because we know ourselves one by one, we're just few. We'll create an opportunity, we sit back and see how we can harness this in order to reduce the pressure to ourselves. Because as we are now, we are like trees that bear good fruit. We need to be nurtured. If we are not nurtured, those people that are relying on us, they will be missing out on whatever God has deposited in our hands. So, and how can we do it, if we don't sit back and, put things together and say, okay, my sister, what do you have in stock for the year? What do you have? What do you have? Those we can put together, we put them together.
Absolutely.
So, and another thing, we remove greed. I think another thing that hampers our people coming together is greed. So most of these things, people do them from passion. You just want to, make people happy. You want to educate people. You want to empower. You want to equip your people. But there are people that have other agenda. So they believe, okay, you are doing this event. You are getting all this. You're getting all that. Let me throw my own. So, and in so doing, they just cause havoc all over the place. So I will ask, please, we need to go back to the drawing board and see how we can help one another. And the last but not the least that I have seen that, is causing this disintegration is competition, unhealthy competition. Who are we competing with? Any person that want to advance further, compete with yourself. Just try to be a better me. That's what I tell myself. Christy Amalo, I want to be a better me. I just don't want to, I'm not competing with anyone. So let's just try and shove off that unhealthy competition. Oh, she has done it. Oh, I will do it better. Now let me go and show them that I can do better than her. You're not competing, So if we can get that out of the way, I think we'll be able to forge ahead. I think we can come together, motivate ourselves, because these things, they are not easy. It's not easy to put an event together. Sometimes the stress, you call people, you do this, you do that, you can't do it alone.
No.
So it's a thing that even when you feel like, oh, I'm dropping this, why am I doing this, for goodness sake? No, I'm not going to do it again. Even taking, for instance, Elijah in the Bible, he's a man of God, but there was a time he was so tired. He said, God, take away my life, for I am not better than my forefathers. Because then, the thing has gone up to here. So as a human being, when you are doing this as well, there are times that you feel down. So this is when people that are in need with you, they can hold your hands together and lift you up and say, come on, my sister, no, you can't fail. Yes, we're in this together. Just carry on. We'll get there. That's alone, that encouragement, will give you succor. It will refuel your system. It will help you to move on again and achieve more. So, and that's what we need, other than, running helter-skelter. This one is here doing their bit, that one is there doing their bit, and then, it will cause friction at the end of the day. So we are looking for or hoping for a community whereby we can all come together and collaborate. We can achieve more when we work as a team. God bless you.
Thank you very much. I've got a question. I've got someone just raised their hand. That's Mr. Ola. If we can see your face, that would be nice. But please go ahead with your question.
I'm really sorry to probably actually join you guys late.
Is this the same Mr. Ola?
I think so.
Oh, good evening. Welcome, my brother.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome.
Basically, just to buttress what Mrs. Amadu just said, I think in addition to that, I think the problem we are having is about this, which she has partially mentioned something of such. Because what I realize that whatever people don't think there is a personal profit attributed to them in it, it don't seem that it's so important for them to be among the congregation. Because when you said, okay, let's do this thing together, the first question most of them probably they will ask you or even ask themselves that what did they stand to gain? And that is a problem we are facing in the community, because when you look at, okay, let's come together as one body, African, Caribbean, minority and not those. Well, I still don't believe we are minority. The reason why we remain minority is just because of this disintegration that we are having. Because a tree doesn't make a forest. It's like when we come together, that is when people will be thinking, oh, so we never know these people are as many as this. That is when you start becoming majority. But the reason why we remain minority is still because of the way we are not coming together as one body. And that was actually the main reason why when I came up with the idea of African Caribbean, that you just realize that people now look at it as if, oh, it's your own thing. Like when you call people for, okay, can we meet? And say, oh, you mean your meeting? You mean that your thing and all those stuff. So they are personalizing it to you as if you have something
It's
to
yours.
do. It's yours. And
Yeah.
they don't have anything to get. And what in the respect of that, you'll be chasing them all around as if you are calling them for your naming ceremony or you want to do the and that has been the problem. And that is the main reason. Not until when we are coming out of order, because what I realize about our people is that anything that is outside their 8-hour shift is nothing to think about. The only thing you can be talking about when it is outside their own 8-hour shift are going to work, coming back home, getting paid and all those stuff. Anything outside that is like it's not relevant. Not until when we drop that mindset to say, okay, when we come together, there are a lot of advantages. By now, we should have something that we could have called like a kind of auditorium that become that we can say like maybe a mall, maybe an auditorium that could build for the probably African Caribbean or where the Black majority.
Yeah, we could have something like like an African association in Milton Keynes. You know, whereby different. Whereby Nigerian community will be there, Zimbabwe community. We just come, we have like a monthly meeting, we can discuss, you can collaborate.
Mr. Ola started it. He started it and it was a good concept. I'm telling you, he started it. He wanted a situation where we can have all the African communities together and the Caribbeans, you know. Yes. He started it. He had a good vision, just like what he's saying. You know, sometimes you go for that meeting, you don't see anyone because they believe.
At least I could say for a whole year, with my own personal rent, I mean, like paying for the hall, for the meeting, menu for everybody and all those stuff, something that I have nothing personal to gain from it. Yeah. But you still be begging people all around to attend the meeting. As if you are doing one naming ceremony or you are celebrating your wedding anniversary or whatever. So it's annoying. So you just realize, okay, where are we going from this in this kind of community? When you are trying
to your volume. Huh? Your volume went down. You don't want to show your face so that people will see who is talking as well. Okay. Because I know you have a very important role to play in the community as well.
Well, I wasn't prepared to. Well, let me just switch on the light and find myself in the. Now you can see me. But honestly, if we can come together as a body, I think it will really help us to achieve a lot. But that's the question. So, in order to buttress what Mrs. Amalu said, if you can advocate that idea, well, someone like you can advocate the idea that please, people, let us make what we need to make. Let's come together as one body so that. 1 second, please.
No problem. While you are doing that, I've got Christian meant Claudette's got her hands up. Hi, Claudette, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I was laughing because I didn't really want to say anything about integration. I know you're laughing now. Yeah? You're laughing. I know why she's laughing.
Oh, dear Lord.
And Antonio, you're laughing as well because you know this.
I know.
You know these things, and
it's difficult.
We'll just be flogging the issue. The fact I've realized is that Africans, Nigerians, in general, we have funny way of responding, of acting or reacting to things. Now, I've never met. I don't know if I've ever met Mr. Ola. I don't know. Maybe he's another name I mean, but. From what Mr. Ola and Mr. Amalu have said so far, I found out that we all have the same ideas. But when it comes to coming together, our ideas become different. I am a typical example. I can say anywhere in the world. I have attempted to collaborate with several people, and they'll end up telling me, the vision is not there. We don't have the same. Somebody told me that we don't have the same vision. And I said, yes, we can infuse the vision, your vision and my vision, into one program.
Yes,
At
yes.
the end of the day, we'll be getting better results.
Yes.
And she told me, yeah, we might be doing the same thing, but I don't think the vision is the same. That was my first attempt. I said, okay, that's fine. It's okay. If you choose to do, that's all right. Everybody do their thing. Another person that I've actually even, because I don't believe, I don't know, I think my father put something in me that no man is an island. And there's one story that I never left my head, that broom story. That one broomstick can be broken, but the bunch can never be broken at a snap.
No, yep, yeah, it's right.
I've always held on to those kind of things. And I don't, as much as I find myself doing a lot of things alone, I know we can do better if we come together. But I found out that a lot of us have different ideas. Listen, Anthony, I'm telling you now that M&G production, people are seeing you doing things now. People don't know the price you're paying for it. But tomorrow morning, somebody's going to come up with the same thing and say, I can do it even better than her.
I know. I've had that. Even of recent, somebody said they're going to do exactly what I'm doing. I said, well, go ahead.
That's who we are.
What does it pay? If it pays you, that's fine.
Unnecessary competition.
Get it every day.
Unhealthy competition. And sometimes we push, to be honest, I would not lie. I push myself to say, that's just one person, or that let me try another person. And then that one to do another, let me try another person. And so that we've spoken before, and I've told you that, look, I'm available for any kind of collab or whatever, however.
Yes, I understand.
And at the end of the day, people think that you're making a lot of money. I will tell you now, on
there's
Valentine's
no money.
People don't know.
There's no money. You use your own money, don't you? You end up spending
How many
your own
people
money.
do you explain that to? How many people do I explain the amount of money I pay to artists to come to MK? How many people do I explain the flight and business flight tickets I buy? How many people can I explain that I have not, the cost of the hotel, I have not made it in the tickets I've sold?
Definitely.
They will never believe me. They see
all those things you are saying, it's not, most of them, it's not that they don't know. They just want to pull someone down. Not that they want to do exactly what you are doing. They'll see, maybe it's shining, maybe it's making money there.
They think you're making money. That's the thing. They really think we're making lots of money.
To pull you down, so that no one does that thing again. In the act of enviness.
Yeah.
Understand? Enviness will set you, and they will not be thinking that, probably that's why it's making money. Let's see what we can do to discourage her, to discourage him, pull him down, and it doesn't happen again.
The thing about it,
mind.
Yes, I agree with you. Some people are like that, but I'm not one to think that people want to do that kind of thing with me. So I find it hard. I might be unrealistic or, in denial, but I don't want to believe that you just want to do my thing so you can pull me down. But I'm even saying, let's even say we have 10% of people like that. There are people who just, I'll just give an example of Valentine's Ball. Somebody called me up and wanted to be part of it. I'm like, I'm happy to have you, please. Here are all the flyers, here are all the things. Send me your logo. Like I always tell everybody, send me your logo. I'm not the one making the flyer. Once I give you your logo, I instruct them, they will put it. Send me your logo. You're part of this thing. Don't worry about it. And the next time, I didn't hear from her again. Because she wanted to do it in her community so that I said, no problem, enjoy, it's fine. It's free anyway. The next time I heard from her, she was looking for how to call the same artist that I called.
Oh, dear Lord.
To come and do an event.
Yeah.
So you can imagine my shock, and I'm thinking, I was asking myself, did I say anything wrong to her? Or what did I?
Jesus.
I'm serious. This is last February I'm talking about.
Wow.
The virtual ball I did. And she's asking my friend, how did she get it that she did it free? Then I'm thinking, do you know how much I paid or what I was confused. I was in shock. I said, what? But I told this girl she can join me. I told her she can be part of it. So why does she want to go and do another one? Now, my people.
One has an evidence now.
This is what I'm saying. I have listened when Mr. Christian and Mr. Lau were talking. I wrote some things down. I wrote truth. The problem we have of African, we don't tell each other the truth. Let me tell you, if somebody comes to tell me now I want to do a well woman, I will say, don't you know that Christy does well woman?
Absolutely. That is how it should be.
Why don't you go ask Christy
And
about
see how
woman?
you can work with her.
Why
if
must
you've got
you
a
do
topic.
another well woman?
Yes, yes.
But we
Right.
find that people will go and do something and their friends be giving them a pat on their back.
Yeah.
In this, there's nothing I've got in entertainment. Somebody that I thought come and collaborate, they told I want to come and use our glory. Where? In my pastor's office.
No.
You know, we have the most ridiculous things, ridiculous ideas in our head. But we don't tell each other the truth. We don't, so we encourage each other to do silly things. I excuse my language, but I found it that we Africans, we encourage each other to display a lot of silly things. I wrote down vision. We don't try to support each other's vision. We don't. Instead, we're looking for how to do it. Let me tell you something. I told somebody that people. I don't believe I know people. I've never made a boast that I know people. I know that I do my events by God's grace. Sometimes when I see people in my event, I go and cry in the corner and say, God, where did they come from? Thank you, Lord.
Yes.
Because I don't believe I know enough people for the kind of business I'm doing. But I know someone that knows a lot of people. And I called her, I brought her into my business. I made her my partner. I became friends with the person. I said, you know this thing. This is your area. You are Oga. I can't argue with you.
Yeah.
But me, I'll be doing the logistics because that's where I know what I know how to do. And I have the connection. Don't worry. That is collabo.
Yes.
Is it?
But by the time the whole thing turned around on me, I was in shock. For a while, I couldn't recover. And that's just an African, I don't understand if it's an African thing because I don't really get it. This is something that even it got to a point I surrendered some part of my business I couldn't do because I go to church to this person. And I said, you do this part because you don't care about your position in church. But I care about my position in church, and there's something that my pastor will frown about. Once people come and start shaking bomb on the stage, problem will come.
No.
You can take it over and do that aspect because I have the connection. Now, that is what I feel collabo is because people, I have the connection. We work together, we get fire everywhere. We get a lovely event.
Yes.
M&G production, you can do this thing and stream live. I don't see any reason why I should be saying, me too, I must stream live. Me too, I must do this thing. I don't understand it, That's one of the things. We don't encourage each other's vision. We talk about unhealthy competition. And then trust is another issue. We don't trust each other. If I tell you I'm not making money, you won't trust me now. How will I not make? I pay somebody 6,000. I'll tell you I'm not making money. You will think that I'm just calling you a fool. So sometimes I look, I say, this thing, level just, I hands up. As much as I like to collaborate with people, as much as I like to do things, I will be there when you need me. I'll be there to support your vision, your ministry, whatever it is I can support. But if you cannot trust me that we're not going to make money in the first show, we might not make money in the second show, but by the time we keep at it.
Even for the whole year, you might not make money, but it is something that comes over time.
Are you telling me? I've been doing Christ since 2012. Please, can you tell me how many years it is now?
You should be a billionaire by now.
Yes,
if you're bringing in all those
by now, I'll be floating. So I know, but people don't agree. People don't believe. And because we don't trust each other, it's going to be hard. Yes. It's going to be difficult. We need to have a true relationship that we care about each other. We need to genuinely care about each other. Because if you genuinely care about me, you will understand what I'm going through, and it will be a need for you to support my vision or my passion, whatever it is. It will be a need to support my passion more than seeing how much you can make off me.
Yeah.
But we are not true sisters and brothers of ourselves. That's the reality of it. I just pray that God will help us, that we'll find relationship more than we find money. Yorubas will say, "Owo ma tan eyan lo ku." Owo tan Mr. Ola, please help me. Owo tan money will finish, but people will remain.
That means that even when the money has finished, the legacy will remain. And the legacy still remain.
That's
exactly what is it like? Look at in Nigeria now. They always talk about Awolowo today.
Yes.
No one talked about how much he made, how much money he has in the bank, how much billions he has, and all those stuff.
No.
But now they always refer to those big things he has brought to the country, like the one who initiated the cocoa house Liberty Stadium and all those stuff. Those are the things that free education system and all those stuff. The legacy still remains. Even the one child will hear the name of Awolowo. How many people are hearing the name of Abiola today? Even that Abiola was released during his regime. Some of our new child doesn't know who Abiola is.
That's true.
June 12. But what's the meaning of June 12? Why is Nigeria talking about June 12? That is when you start realizing, oh, June 12, there was a particular man who so legacy still remain. Even when
we're just starting, Antonio. Don't try around us off. We're just warming up.
I want my brother to pull him back.
She brought a topic.
You brought a topic that has ignited our passion. You can't
I want my
end this
brother
now.
to come back home, because if you put politics in, people will say, where is he going now? So Mr. Ola, go ahead. Let's just
to support what Madam just said. I think motivation is another thing. I remember the first time I met Mrs. Amalu. Before I met her, I heard from someone that where I went to my accountant office. He was talking about perfume that one of the Nigerian company was the one that was doing that perfume. You know, I bought that perfume because I heard that it was being by Nigeria. I said, wow, that's a good thing. I bought the perfume. Then I insisted to meet her again. Then when I went to my accountant and I met her, then the accountant was telling me that that's the woman I was telling that she was the one who made that perfume. Oh, I said, wow, that's good. I'll even buy more today and not. I was so happy. Yes. So, and the idea is that to support the community. Why did I bring the issue of the African Caribbean? I'm into politics where I was invited to this stadium. We were invited with some the two MP from meetings and all those. So it was a political arena meeting. So and in there, I could only see maybe 2 or 3 blacks, myself and this lady. I've forgotten her name. This Nigerian lady.
Mariah Presley.
Oh, Mariah, yeah. I think Mariah and one other person. We were just 3 in the whole of that stadium where we are having the meeting. Then something just came into my mind that why are we not having blacks? Only whites and Asians. Those are the people that were there. I said, this is why we remain minority. Why is it that in this kind of special gathering, why is it not that we don't have black people among us? Yes. And that was what inspired me to say, okay, why can't we come together as somebody? Then we can pull the crowd, we can make the forest and all those stuff. But what I realized is that when you are trying to do things, people seem that, oh, what are we tend to gain? Like coming to meeting and this and that. What I'm not into politics, I'm not into this. It's not about politics, it's about let's come together so that we can be heard out. This is a country that believes in democracy, that majority carry the vote. If we come together as someday, one time, we'll have in Nigeria as an MP that we can say we need this thing, and with one click, because there's connection everywhere. Only one want to fool ourselves that there is no connection. It's only in Africa that we have. It's everywhere. If you have people up there, they can easily hear you. We knew a lot of things this Mariah has been doing now ever since she has been in that cabinet in the council. Yes. She passed a lot of information across to the black people that, oh, you people can benefit from this, from that, and all this stuff. If we don't have idea, do you think the white people will come, the African people or black people to pass that information? The answer is no. And that's the kind of thing we need. But our people, like I said earlier, that they only believe in their own 8-hour shift, that just go to work, get your 8 hours or get your hourly paid job, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And that is the mindset we need to change from our people. Otherwise, what legacy are we going to leave for our children? Because the struggle will still continue on them.
Yeah.
And that is my major concern. And we are all here now. Our children, if they ask us tomorrow that, oh, all of you have been here, what legacy do you leave behind for us? What are we going to say to them? And that's a major concern.
That is a big question, isn't it? It's true. Yeah. Sometimes you speak to the children and they'll tell you, the way you guys are working these days, you guys are over working and working. And why do you do? Why is it that every time all you do is work? You see, our new generation are saying we're going to work, but we want to have our own business. We want to do it this way, we want to do that. So their mindset is changing. So in the next 10, 15 years, these people will grow up and look around you and say, oh, where's my, I'm partly African. Where are my people? Where's my people? So we have a lot to do. Yes.
Let me tell you a bit of what I discuss with my children, right? If we as Africans, let me say there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us on this platform, right? If 10 of us decide to come together and do something that will be a legacy for our children, and we agree to do this thing, all we need is just to trust each other. Honestly, I'll tell you something. The last time I was renting, I moved to Northampton and I rented a place. And I was having a chat with my Asian landlord, and it was saying to me that, oh yeah, he's got this property here and he's got that property there. Then I was looking to buy. I was still, so I was like, and we're talking. And he said to me, well, he's got about 14 houses in this estate. And I'm thinking, what did you just say? He said, yeah, 14. And eventually I found out that these people actually come together and do this buying one by one.
See,
I was so I'm still talking in shock because I was like, what? These are not like his blood brothers or his blood jigger. So they come together. 10 of us, like we're here, we'll come together, we'll buy one property and give it to Tonya in Tonia's name. We trust each other to continue until everybody gets one house.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. I was taken aback.
Let me shock you. Even the African shop in Carson, a friend that had the guy that has the African shop in Fisherman happened to be my friend. Said they even give them money to go and set up the shop, and you'll be paying the money back. Giving them money to go and set up as much as almost 100,000 pounds. Giving to them, go and set up the shop and paying them back, even at time without interest.
I've just before we continue, I've got
please let me just chip in something. Just
my apologies, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay.
So I don't keep the people waiting. I'm just going to say a few things and let Mr. Bumi ask a question. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So please just bear with me. So I've got a few chats there. I've got Stella saying you are so right about the mindset of we Africans. She's saying she feels it's poverty mentality that we brought here.
Absolutely.
That's one. And secondly, they have skills, they don't use it. So, and then she said, an average Nigerian would rather work for someone than to be an entrepreneur. That's one thought. So let's go on to Ola. Ola, please go ahead and ask your question.
What I'm trying to say now is that...
No, sorry, Mr. Olabumi. Mr. Olabumi. Obabumi. Bumi?
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yes, sorry.
Thank you very much. Honestly, the trajectory has gone in a different direction tonight, and which is very, very insightful. But one of the things I want to also say is that maybe at least I've not been long here anyway. I've been, let me say, just a little bit over a year here. But one of the things I've seen based on interaction where I had worked, let me say, in the educational community, church community, environment community that I've been involved in, Northampton, Milton Keynes, I realized that at least, let me say, quite a number of people that I've met, some of the issues disturbing them, you understand, might be, let me say, might be some of the things we never thought it would be. Immigration things and stuff like that. That's number one. Then also, you said that trust issues. Yeah, trust issue is a very, very serious one. But I'm thinking, moving forward, I can see that there are like minds in this on this platform. Is there no way that the like minds that are on this platform at least kickstart something? I've not seen Mr. Ola, but from what he has said, they definitely, are to the two sisters. Can't we kickstart something? That's just one of the things that I want to bring to the fore. But it's a very, very insightful experience that we've shared tonight. We can talk about the problems from now to tomorrow, but if you don't start something, initiate. Somebody said 10, 15 years time, when our children will be asking, what are we leaving for them? So I believe that it is in forums, let me say in a forum like this, that conversations of like-minded interests come together, and with it, certain things, can be sparked up, and definitely we start something that is revolutionary. Let me just put it that way. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Babu. You took it off from my mouth, but that was why I counted us to say there's 10 of us here. We all seem to always have the same ideas, but we need to do something about it. So you took that right from the top of my lips. And that's why I counted us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, Ms. Samalu, please go ahead. That is a very, very important information, Bumi. And I think, like Mr. Ola said, he tried to do something, but it's not working. So the next step is, what else can we do? But Ms. Samalu, go ahead. We'll come back to that last question. Then you go ahead and complete what you were about to say.
Okay, actually, what I wanted to contribute is in the area of, cooperation among our Asian brothers and, families. Yeah, that there's one particular time, we had one of our neighbors moving. So, and I looked at myself, I said, if this is an Asian, if we're Asian families now, honestly, this house automatically will become ours. Because how do they achieve it? You see them in the same house you are living with, just your family, the comfort of your family. You don't want another person. Most times they are up to 10, 11 living there.
Absolutely.
People sleep, they all sleep there at night. In the morning, they just go to the shops and everything. From there, they will groom themselves. Immediately a house is coming out on the right, PM, they will buy it, and one person will go there and still accommodate others. Before you know it, the whole street, they will buy all the street. Look at any place they stay, you hardly see another person. Gradually they will just occupy.
Expand.
And you think the place was built for them alone, but it's just, it's just collaboration. They support one another. And just like I said before, if you have a candle, you lit a candle and you have it, for you to take that candle and lit another candle, it will not depreciate the one you have.
No, it will uplift it.
Our people think when they help other people, they are making them rich, or they are elevating them, But it doesn't take anything out of you. You still remain who you are. Even it will add more value to you, knowing that you have helped someone.
Absolutely.
So, having said that, honestly, people here are quite passionate. Mr. Ola, I can testify, to what he's done. He wanted a situation where he can have Africans and Caribbeans come into one umbrella. And he did it. I was in that organization. I attended the meeting quite often. Even there wasn't a time he asked for rent and everything. At the time I was asking, how is this man doing it? And immediately we started mentioning, how can we generate funds so that we can be paying for venue and everything? Yep. You see opposition, people start dropping. And the worst is, when you started, they know you've started a good thing, they will kick against it. We wanted to form a WhatsApp group so we cannot be, we don't want messages, we don't want this. Telegram, no, we don't want it. But the next minute, they will form a group, they will do the same name. Yeah. They will just do it. They will replicate it somewhere and pretend. They wouldn't even put you there so that you will know that they have stolen that idea.
It's like me saying I'm going to bring a comedian here. Who do I know? And then I want to do a comedy show.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I go and call Sheilo, I say, Sheilo, come to my show. You say, I don't know you. I know it's Claudette. So it's like, it doesn't make sense. Why do you have to take somebody else's idea?
That's it. They forgot that, the 5 fingers we have, none of them are equal. And they are all, they all serve a purpose. Let me tell you something. If you're a priest, if you're aspiring to be a priest in the Catholic Church, what if one of your fingers is missing? You won't. There's a particular finger that once is missing, you can't, because you need it to give Holy Communion. So that's how important all fingers here are. But people don't realize it. They want to be themselves and then be another person. And they don't want to help you, and they don't want to keep quiet for you to grow. It's just a story of the crab. Crab, they are all together. Once one is climbing, the other one will say, "UK, do you mean you are going to leave?
Want to leave us here?"
You can't. So they instigate something and they put that one, it will come back to square one, and then it will start struggling again. So honestly, just like my brother has said, we can a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. We don't know why we all came into this Zoom together.
Today, exactly.
I have another meeting, but how I left it, I abandoned it and I focused on this one.
Because
before you go or decide to go, I think I said to you before, Antonia, about I don't know if I mentioned it to you, about starting something in the entertainment world or business that will bring everybody together, and we can all share our dates.
Yes, yes. You did
I think,
that.
So we can start that. I mean, I'm in entertainment. Besides other things I do, I didn't mention to you guys, because all these things are funny. Because when you're talking about the WhatsApp group, I'm the president. I started Nigerian community in Northampton. I'm the president of Nigerian community in Northampton. Every minute of the day, if you go and look at my messages, and anybody be available for a meeting, please, it's a begging thing, But what I wanted to say about what Mr. Ola did is, I think we also need something in particular, which is consistency. No matter what people do, no matter what people say about you, let's try to be consistent in what we believe in. I know it might be I'm saying it now, I'm being a hypocrite because I'm saying it's very difficult for me as well, but it's the reality. We need to be consistent in what we do, no matter how difficult it is. People will make it difficult. People will make us look silly. We will spend a lot of money. But I think if we remain in that place of consistency, Bible says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his work, he will not sit among men." That's the main thing that keeps me going. That somehow, someday, this thing is my passion to work. So if like the African Caribbean thing you started, the meeting is still going on, we can, get everybody involved, continue it. If you get a meeting of 3 people today, sir, I promise you, my WhatsApp for Nigerian community, we started small. And I've been crying that I'm tired. They be encouraging me. When you call for meeting, they won't show up. But when I say, I beg, I'm done, they'll say, madam, calm down. I'll continue. And I'll be laughing like, are you crazy? Once you will come and do the meeting, but we're just like that. But we need to be able to continue in the place of consistency. And by God's grace, imagine if that Caribbean thing was still on now. A lot of Afro-Caribbean groups have come up now after that. Am I correct? Because I was in one group and then I moved to another group. I don't even know how I moved. I moved to the other group. They added me to the 2 of them anyway, or they pulled me into the next one. So, things are coming up from there. But I noticed that from my end, the Nigerians in those groups are not very vibrant. So, but if you have something like that you wanted to start, I know the name might be gone now. You can give it another name.
Still here. The name is still there.
It's not gone.
It's not gone. Is it the same one I'm on the WhatsApp group?
He has the logo. They refused the WhatsApp group. They said, people that were there, they said, no. Don't be surprised. They are the ones that went out and formed another,
Wow.
So I mean, 2 African Caribbean. You mean that?
Let him explain. This is like you. I didn't even know they refused WhatsApp group. We can't hear you. You are on mute.
No, it's not. His volume is just low.
Oh, increase your volume, sir. Sorry. We still can't hear you.
Something has happened though.
Check your volume, maybe.
Is it me?
No, Mr.
No.
Ola.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Ola, we can't hear you. He's saying something, but we can't hear you.
No, if you get are you using the computer? Try the volume. Maybe you mistakenly muted.
Maybe he logged on without, maybe his volume is.
Internet over the phone.
His volume is there. Or is he not the Ola?
Try, you know where your microphone is? Click on the arrow there. Look at, use same as system. No.
On the mute, where the mute button is.
No, there's a little arrow that goes up. Oh God, this is. Mr. Ola, don't disappoint us again like you did last year.
Come back to the phone or what you're using before. We're happy hearing your voice.
Or can he log out and come back in?
Probably, yeah. And use dial over internet for the voice. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Call over internet.
Call over internet. Maybe if you log out and log back in, yeah.
Okay. Oh.
So I was talking about us coming together. I was thinking that maybe we'll have an entertainment magazine that will have all the like calendar of all the events and everybody can see.
Yes, yes.
Because I remember the issue. Yeah, we can hear you better now, I think.
So basically what I think, because that time I think I spoke in the process I met with the head of, well, the funny thing is that the Caribbean people believe that they rely so much on we Africa, because I met with the head of the Caribbean people here in Middlesex, all the Caribbean group, and they are like depending on us that, oh, you guys, you are more vibrant, you are more, I mean, like, you are more, we can say that you are more focused and all those stuff than we Caribbean. They are ready to play along that, okay, we are ready to support the team as long as we are working towards the same goals and objectives, which was good. But the question now is, like I said earlier, I know it's not too late, but I think we need to change the people's orientation about things. Like, probably we need a certain campaign to let people understand why we need this thing to come together. Because, like I said earlier, if we don't, imagine now, we can say, oh, we have, like, I've been to Nigeria twice here, maybe once this year, the last year. But the question now is that our children are not ready to leave this country. Most of them are not ready to go. They believe this is their home. And now, if this is their home, and as a parent now, we couldn't say this is a legacy we build that they can build on, with like a foundation we have said that they can build on. So what's going to happen to them? So that is the more reason why we need this kind of campaign, not just one, not just two. I think it's everybody. Once the mindset is, like we clear the mindset, then the rest of the things, even those times when we started, people come from Northampton, like I knew some people in Northampton, I've lived in Northampton, some people come from now. When we did this thing, like a day out, whatever that we did on that place, it was a lot of people come from different places. Yes. Everybody loved it. They even said we wouldn't mind to see this kind of a gathering over and over again. Yes. They realize that, oh, they have a community they can rely on and all those stuff. And that's the thing. But I think we need a campaign. We need some sort of campaign to let's change the mindset of our people about things before we can. Because I wouldn't want to say, okay, spending my money is not a problem for me, because I believe that if that is a legacy I can leave, to say that I try my best to bring people together. Yes. It's not a problem. But when people are not seeing it as probably you are making an investment so that you are thinking of getting it. People don't miss that money to be a maker. So I told them that I don't want any, because I knew our people, when you are talking about the money, they start drawing back. Then I said, don't let us say anything about the money, no monthly contribution, no yearly contribution. Even people are saying, you can't be running this thing with your money. No, let's come to people with my like-minded said, no, that's not good, that's not possible. Let's come together, no matter how small. Let's people start dropping something and not to say. I said, it's as if I know. Immediately when we raise it in the meeting, that I probably 5 pounds, some people say, I've been in some group that I'm paying 10 pounds already. That I'm paying 5 pounds already. If I scope everything together, it will be going to 50 pounds. I can't afford it anymore. The next meeting, you don't see them again.
Typical.
That's true. So
we need to orientate our people before we can order from there.
So are you now saying, I learned that you don't have a WhatsApp group? Is that correct?
People kick against it.
Why would that's none of your business? It's
none of your business, but don't forget that when you are dealing with people, you don't want to serve as a dictator.
Who are these people that kicked against it?
Well,
no, why am I asking? Because you are not running a group for the African Caribbean. You are having a monthly meeting for Africans and the Caribbeans together, so that we can all meet at once. It's not as if you're from the Caribbean, are you?
No.
So it's a different organization.
Yeah, I know.
It's a different organization.
that's what I was saying. You know, it's not easy to assemble people. Like
I know.
there is one of us said to rear 1,000 cows, you only need one stick. But so that's the question. You know, you always have one people that will say, no, we don't have to sell fulham. There are a lot of fulham there are a lot of this and those, so we can be sending message to the people on emails and all this stuff. So, and in the process, you don't want to serve as dictator. You want people to hear people's opinion and all those stuff. Especially today, I don't even like to talk because I don't want to start saying some people that don't mind them, maybe because it's using his way, that's why I want to be dictating for us. So you need to be careful when you are dealing with people. Human beings, they are something.
But okay,
yeah, I think
moving forward.
I think the WhatsApp group will be very important now.
Yes, because everything is on Zoom.
Especially, everything is already on social media.
Yeah.
So I think I would recommend, sir, if you don't mind me saying that, that you start the WhatsApp group. Now, bearing in mind, it might not only be for Milton Keynes, because I want to be part of it.
Yes.
You might get people from the UK who want to be part of it.
Yes.
You know, saying that a lot of people do a lot of things, you know, in different communities. You might just be surprised that it will become something global. Afro-Caribbean.
We've created the forum, we've created the website, we've had the bank account, so lot of things have been growing up.
All the fundamental work has been done and set up. You know,
just like meeting each other, then we start growing and all those stuff. And that, you know, when you now see that people are looking at you, probably you are calling people for meeting you as if you have an event you want them to attend and all those stuff. Then
name ceremony.
No, I think it's vital what we're saying. Moving forward, you mentioned having a magazine. That's a good idea. Yeah. So this is a thing whereby we say we need somebody in the community that is good at publishing. We need a writer, we need a photographer, we need somebody that will put the magazine to be online magazine anyway. Nobody buys anything by paper. Yeah. So we're not collaborating. We might collaborate with 4 or 5 people, you know, to be able to share that magazine. So that magazine, for instance, if you have this WhatsApp group created, it will be shared on because it is for the whole community as one. You understand me? So people will now, if I've got an event, if I'm not sure of any event I've got next month, I'll say, I can go to the African Caribbean group. He's got all the events for the whole group in there. People will come into your group, go even be on a Facebook. They will look at all the list of events that's in there. But the question is, before we have that event in there, people that are having the event will have to come in and agree together to put those information in that magazine.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to share at that point, that we know ourselves, to be honest. Am I wrong to say we know ourselves?
No, I don't. We know ourselves, but we need to know ourselves.
No. I'm just saying that we know ourselves. So what I was thinking, anyway, when I was telling you about that, was to approach every single person and have a chat. I know that if we call a meeting, it might not go well, but initially, I was planning that we'll approach everybody, we'll have a chat and talk, okay, give us your dates, and then when the dates clash, we can now discuss over it. Do you understand? And discuss that, okay, based on this and that and that, well, I know that it's not going to be an easy task, but I think it's worth doing, you know, considering the way things have been going. I just thought it was worth doing that. At the beginning of the year, we all throw even if it's just like a group, throw all your calendar there. You might not have everything going all the time, like, you know, the whole year planned out. But as much as you can, update the group so that if somebody else, say if I'm planning for August, for example, and you already have August 20th, I can move to the following weekend. Or I can even move. And at the end of the day, I might even contact you and say, this thing you're doing in August, I have a similar thing. Can we add Ankara to your show so that my show is completed? So that we'll do it together.
Yes.
Of course, like I said, it will take trust, which is a major ingredient of this kind of thing. But it's something that is doable. That's why I say we all know ourselves. We just need to come in agreement and say, okay, to avoid this, to avoid that, let's do, because I'm telling you the honest truth, I've tried with several people to say, let's do collabo, but they don't seem to be, it looks as if the interest is different. Some people are looking for money, some people are doing it for passion. So there's a lot of different things, which we can all come in together and do it all. But we still need to have that agreement and the trust. Sorry, sir. So in this kind of magazine I was saying, this what will entail. Start up something. I was thinking of an online magazine or an online, there's a word I wanted to use, but I've forgotten it. I'll remember. There's a word that you use for it. It will be like a go-to place.
Yes.
Any event, a go-to place for any event. Now, I started a group that's called Black Business Community, which I have a few people in. In that kind of group, for example, when somebody has an event, everybody chips in and we all go and do stuff, and try and promote the thing. Now, that can be a similar thing to it, to say, okay, this is where the events are. These are the events we are going on. If you can't promote, just don't clash it.
Is
can't
it
promote.
like yellow page, like a yellow page thing?
No, the black business is yellow page, but because of the event, the yellow page is not going to have the black business is going to be like, it's not going to be the same one for the event, because the black business is global. It's global. But I'm just saying, Milton Keynes, Northampton, Birmingham, events, around us. Events. Why is
platform,
the word
like an event?
There's something I wanted to. I've forgotten the name, Gary, my sister. You don't have me. I don't take for house. So
I'm trying to help out. So it's more or less going to be like a monthly publication, like notification,
and
notice board.
Can I chip in something as well?
Yes, please.
So another thing I will want us to look into, while we are trying to collaborate or integrate with one another, is for us to be considerate as well. We know we all do these events, and we all have how many weeks in a year, or how many months in a year? 12 months. So that 12 months, maybe if this person put this thing in this month, the other person put, and before you know it, you see
the whole year is gone.
The whole year is gone. So it's always good to be a bit cautious and considerate, because some people, if I would say, they are greedy, they want to do something in January, they put January, February, almost every, all months in the year, they just want to do things, So forgetting the fact that, there are other people that are still doing things, they would have paved way for you in January. Why jumping again in February or March? Then after March again, you throw another one in June. You throw another one, So at least let's be considerate. Let's give space for
opportunities for others.
Yeah, there was one person I did tell. There was a time one person was saying, "Oh, they will be doing event. They will be doing it every month. This, that." I called her. I said, "Let me give you an honest, advice. One is draining. Yeah, one cannot leave their job or leave whatever they're doing, attend your function, then the next month again, the next month." I said, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. If I were you, I tried to help her to map out things, but she has decided on what she wants to do. But at the end of the day, where did it get her? So let's just be considerate. Let's not just try to, okay, now I put my event, I scatter it all over the place, and people will be struggling where to fix their one, because they don't want to step on anyone's toes. They don't want to be seen as, encroaching, or maybe posting their flyer after this person has published it. So if you have taken one or two, please just give way for other people to fit in as well.
That's true.
And then the events that can merge.
I was just going to say that.
I've spoken to someone before. I said, come on, we can do this together. Oh, she said, okay. Oh, thank you. The next minute, I want to do my own. So at the end of the day, what did we achieve? Not an unhealthy competition. So please, that's another area I said I will chip in. Please, let's be less greedy.
We Africans, in fact, by virtue of my profession, I realized that it amazed me when because being an instructor, I realized that when they see the fellow Africans like black or whatever, let me use the color, they tend to be more comfortable with you when they want to do this. Like, I'm a driving instructor. I've realized that in the industry, when people say, oh, they see you as an instructor, even when they are with, when some of them are with already with white instructor, they tend to feel comfortable with you.
Yes.
You are an instructor, yeah, even the Caribbean or whatever, as soon as they see that your color is black, they feel more comfortable with you,
Yes.
and they feel more relaxed now. You gain more, you understand them, you will understand their concept, you understand how to explain things to them, and they will be able to, I think, and that is what I mean, when we can realize all those things, why is it that we find it difficult to come together and make things happen? That's the question that we didn't put together, because in my industry, I could see that a lot of my students, 90% of my students are black. Some of them will just, no, they've never, you're an instructor, they are feel God, they want to come to you, they want to drop their former instructor, they are instructor lacking and all those stuff. You as an African person, you understand them, you be able to understand how to explain things to them, and they will better understand things from you, which is good, but we can still move it to another level, like coming together, doing things together, build a majority. Let's not remain a minority. Let's come together as a majority. That's the question, which I think we can achieve based on what we are just saying. We just need to analyze how to move forward.
Based on what we've just said now, moving forward, do you think, because you've got this group, this is just a suggestion, is this something you can take upon yourself to reach out to the group and maybe call the major leaders, you know what I'm saying, like the Nigerian community chair and all that, and just have a little Zoom meeting and see if there's a way you can, like the African diaspora, I know they've got loads of events going on there, which could be merged from what I've seen, and see if we could come to a conclusion, not a Zoom meeting that will be...
Let me start with the African diaspora you are talking about. Do you know the reason why I was deleted from the African diaspora, the one that was made by one Mike? The first day I put that African Caribbean advert on the forum, they just deleted me straight away. As if I'm making a personal advert.
Don't worry about that. I think they've changed now. So if you speak to the new lady, she's very receptive. So what we're saying is, moving forward, is this something, or what do you all think? You are handling this African Caribbean Association group. Can you try and bring us all together so that we can...
It's not impossible, to be honest. It is realistic. It's doable.
Okay. So if you can do that, because I think that's the first avenue, we need to call all the leaders of the charity groups, because they've got like almost 20 or 40, I don't know, call them together and then have a meeting online, not the one we share on Facebook, just between ourselves. And then we can then come to a viable conclusion. Do we need that magazine? Yes. Do we need the WhatsApp group? Yes. Do we need the Facebook group? Third. Do we need then they should all tell us, speak to their members to give them their list of their events for each groups. And then again, we meet again, look at the group, see the ones that we can merge, see the ones that we can put different dates on. And then moving forward, we could plan ahead. You know? And also in this same event, we might need good accountants, because if we're going to be merging with somebody, for instance, if we're going to get a funding of 5,000 or maybe 50,000, for example, if I'm going to be merging with Mr. Malu, Christian Ment,
funding from where?
No, I'm just saying, it's an example.
I want to know that one.
It's an example. You're going to get funding. Okay, if we're going to put money together to run a big show, if I'm going to be get from that event, I'm going to be getting 10%, 5%. We need an accountant to calculate the money. We need an accountant to be sure that that money is paid to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that nobody will say, oh, he took all the money, he didn't give me. So we need to arrange this group very well so that it can work. I know it's not going to be easy, because I've been running this charity for almost 5 years. At times you have members coming, at times you have members go, at times members stay, you have members go and start their own business. But even though you've promoted the community, nobody will come to you and say, oh, Emma and G, they'll say, oh, I started it. You help them to improve it, to get to where they are. So but at the end of the day, it's all about the community. committee. So, Mr. Ola, if you say you can do it, we want to leave this with you. And then when you've brought the people together in that meeting, let us know. Even if it's one of the Saturdays, I will not host my show, we can all meet. And that's part of collaboration as well. And we can discuss this and hopefully after the COVID, hopefully we can agree on a collaborative plan for the community. I trust you, Mr. Ola. You are writing this down. I trust you. I know you're a very strategic gentleman. So please, let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. You've got all the resources. All you need now is to reach out there. And we are here. We are here to support you like we've always done. And we will let it happen. Because when I went to your event 2 years ago, that Saturday one you have here at the bottom, oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. No, and that is not because we are, we didn't even.
So you want to be, I mean, you want to be motivated when you are doing things. It's not a situation whereby you do like
Oh, your network, your volume is not so, sorry.
I don't know what the game.
I think when you move nearer, you might just pick up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like you don't want to feel that you are doing your own thing. So I think we can move forward from here because the good thing about it is that the network, like my job gave me access to people. Like that's, you know, when you said we are minority, you just realize that like you are like I've been seeing so many people by virtue of my job, like African, Caribbean, and all those stuff. It gave me access to many Africans or Caribbeans or whatever, like black people, like meeting different people every time, every day. Some people will be referred to you from another person and all those stuff. Some will see your name on the website or see you somewhere that you're an African guide as an instructor. So it actually exposed me to a lot of Africans or Caribbeans out there, which is additional advantages.
Wow. Okay.
When you have been dealing with people as an instructor, you can easily tell them, oh, I have a meeting, can you come?
Okay.
Of course, they definitely love to because you have been interacting with them somewhere.
Okay.
So,
yeah. So we need, so the leaders are very important. If we can tap to the leaders, Ghanaian community, whichever in Leicester, in Birmingham, whatever, just try and get a list of them, and then let's take it that way.
With your help. And
and Christian Ments, and Olabumi, and
Madam.
And everybody on this platform, any way you want us to help you, let us know.
Teamwork, to be honest, it's a teamwork. Yes. Can like we that we are on this forum now, having this meeting, we can come together with something, trying one strategy or the other to gather people up, and we will be able to arrive to where we are going.
Okay, absolutely.
So,
it's viable.
I have an idea,
and it's doable.
It is.
And it's doable, and it can move from town to town. I'm on high with this to know.
You better move over to Milton Keynes.
No, I'm done with the Keynes. I'm the ballet of Northampton now.
Hey, you know, I have a friend on this forum, Claudette, that talks like you. Her name is Stella. She's very quiet. I need to introduce you to her. She doesn't, she's gone. I don't know why. She's just like you. I need to introduce you to her. You will like her. So thank you all very, very, very much. It was supposed to be a 1 hour event, but my people pushed it to the extra 1 hour. But I think because we are passionate about this thing.
Things are happening here.
Yeah, things are happening, and we need it to happen more for all of us. So I just want to introduce some people here to all of us, please. I've introduced Christian Ment Entertainment.
My name is Claudette Amory.
Claudette, I know, I'm going to mention your name.
She's always calling me Christian Ment, even anyhow, anytime. Which is fine, it's my brand, and I'm okay with it. Thank you.
If you can see this, let me know. Yeah. So Miss Claudette Amorigoye, she's the owner of Christian Ment Entertainment. If you can see this, I'm not sharing, my apologies.
You're not sharing.
If you can see this event here, is there Sheyilo? Are you seeing anything at all? Let me know.
Yes, it's coming up.
It's coming up. It's
taking its time. Left out. So Christian Ment Entertainment. And now, can you see it?
Just gender equality.
No, my system is
Mr. Malu's one.
Okay. And now?
Yeah,
Now?
It's up.
I'm so sorry. My network is just... Is it off, eh?
Yeah.
Apologies. It's going to come back on now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It doesn't include the wee boys.
Huh?
It doesn't include the wee boys. You only mentioned the married women, married men.
No, it's everybody's...
You are coming. Yeah.
Everybody's welcome.
You're coming, Mr. Ola.
You are the cheerleader, sir. Are you sure you want to come and cheer us up?
Yes, so please be prepared, with your question and answers, all those things we've been doing to you that you don't like, this is an opportunity to just, throw it on the table.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. So can you see the slideshow now, please? Let me know.
Yeah,
yes.
we can see it. Yeah.
So that's Sheyi Law unlocked on the 4th of April. Gender equality in education on the 8th of March, which has been organized by women, Nigerian Community MK, All Well Women Network, and African Diaspora Foundation. But it's been organized fully by Mrs. Amalu. And I've got a few, I'm going to stop sharing now. No, don't worry about that. I've got a few members here that have been very supportive of this group. And I've got Princess. Princess runs a prayer group for the community as well. And she also supports the community, orphanage homes and children in the community. We've got Vicky Harris, who is a specialist. She's a designer, a very lovely designer. I've got Rosemary Kumbi. Obabumi Akirimisi is also a special gentleman. He's new to MK and he will also need your support in different ways, and he's always supported this group. So I want to thank Amaka, and if I don't mention your name, please let me know. And that's it. I think Stella is gone. So far, I want to thank everybody for coming on this show today. I do appreciate your support. I appreciate your time here today. I want to say thank you, and let's hope that every single thing we've discussed today come into fruition. Oh, Princess, you want to say hello? Because your face is showing. Quick, before we go. This lady acts on Nollywood movies. Go and watch Wives of London. Wives of London. She is one of the main leaders of your Nollywood movies. You will see this woman there. So
I think I've seen her one of the premieres. Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
So,
well done. Thank you. Please watch Wives of London. Wives of London is on.
Yeah, but you should be seeing your face regularly. I'm seeing your face for the first time.
Yeah, where?
Are you meeting Kings?
No, I'm in London.
London, okay. So where is the Wife of London? Is it on YouTube or?
It's on YouTube. Pritanoli TV. Pritanoli TV. It's got the 1, 2, and
it's
3.
on the charts.
There.
Wife of London. Okay.
Wife of London. And if you watch it very well, we're bringing another one out by Easter.
Okay.
My Love and My Crown. That was premiered 2019. We're going to bring it out on Pritanoli TV by Easter, which is the first week of April. So,
you said Pritanoli TV. I don't understand that.
It's that's the name of her group. If you just click on the chat,
where you can get those movies to watch.
Okay.
Pritanoli TV, YouTube is on YouTube.
Pritanoli TV.
Prita, it's on the chat. If you check the chat, sir, you will get it from there.
I didn't see it. Okay.
The Wives of London is there, and other things. We've got other content you can also see there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I've been listening, and well, I joined late. I had other things doing.
Oh, don't worry.
But as soon as I saw Krista Malady, I know that okay, this one is a very good one today.
Do you know her? You know yourselves?
Yes.
Hey, maybe smaller. Okay,
I was going to call her yesterday over something too, but I'll call her tomorrow.
Okay. No problem. You know,
she knows what I'm calling her for. I need my cloth to be sent to me. I can't go to that place to collect it. She knows what I'm calling her about.
Okay.
Bless you, my darling sister. Don't worry. We can't wait for the COVID to just, Vamoose. Yeah, and we'll
So we
have
can
fun.
celebrate that. Yes.
Yes, so
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Antonia.
Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you all
well done.
so much. I'm so grateful. We'll stay there more than the time. I know some people want to just leave and some people want to stay, but unfortunately we have to close. So for all viewers out there, I want to say thank you very much. You see this problem we're having within our community, Black ethnic community, we need to work together. We need to collaborate so that not just the council will recognize us, the country should recognize us, but we should leave a legacy for our children. We need to make our community grow. Let's progress, be it in education, be it in supporting each other morally, physically, with trust, considering each other. Let's work together. Please, this is very, very important. We are so disintegrated. It is, I don't want to use the word annoying, but I'm going to use the word it is not right. Let's do it well. Because the country is going to open soon, and I know we love our events, we love entertaining. Let's do it. This is a small, in short, our community is not small, but again, it's small because we are in little segment. But if we come together, we can be big. So please, let's do this together. And thank you. And hopefully we'll meet you all again next week for a new event. Okay, Madam, go ahead.
I always have ideas on my head. I'm thinking now, can we, you said that we should put our our business on the link, but I've gone through it, apart from the ones you've had to post by yourself, people haven't done that. And I think it's very important because if we're here, there's 10 of us here. So this is 10 people going to support my business, 10 people going to support your business, 10 people going to support each of us here. So let's try and start that support. Charity begins at home.
Yes.
So if you have an Instagram page, social media page, please put it on now before we go. And everybody just click the link and go and like the button, subscribe, whatever. Let's stop being all about the talk. Let's do something for real.
Let's do something. Absolutely.
And I want Vicky Harris' number. I have a new list.
Okay. Vicky Harris, please send your number to, you want to add it on the link, Vicky? Where's she gone? Vicky.
Guys, do you mind if I leave, please?
Yes.
Please put your charm and everything on the page before you leave, madam. Please.
Yeah,
I want to see all the things I want us to see.
Yeah, that's fine. If not, I'll give you Vicky's number later. Yeah,
All right,
I think maybe she's quiet. I know she's got little children.
Yeah, please. We'll still meet again. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll meet
God's
again.
grace.
Yeah. We'll have a second segment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And don't forget Monday, please. Yeah.
Absolutely.
God bless you all.
Thank you.
Production. Higher you go in Jesus'
Thank you, ma'am. Same to all of us. We'll all go high together. That's our purpose. Thank you. God bless you all.
All right, take care.
Thank you. I'm grateful. I'm just gonna switch off now. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.